Oh, how about this for a tough choice early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do.
Tonight we're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home, be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans, baby girl, you know you're looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? Ooh.
Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft.
Show you what it's all about, but don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't skipping.
And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot?
It's just somebody good old flood, watching that red clay turn to mud.
Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before.
Golfing boots, once in your life, let yourself cut loose.
Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place.
Get dirty in the dirty south. I'm about to show you what it's all about. Don't worry, it's a rowdy.
The Raiders may not be coming off the best season, but they do have a few good assets. And here's a chance. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade.
Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. It's about to get dirty. Yeah. It's about to get dirty.
Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it.
Your whole life's about to change, man.
And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they leaned that way if a player from that team became available.
It's about to get dirty in the dirty south. About to show you what it's all about. Don't worry.
Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick.
Throwing down, we gon' tap, light that fire, we gon' crank that cuss. Pass that, let's get thirsty.
It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense?
It's about to get dirty. It's about to get dirty.
Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front? Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves, oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. They've played two of the more memorable Super Bowls in recent history. The Giants and Patriots are underway again. This is taken at the 3. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it here. This is James White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Airing one deep for Crabtree. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Rivers now from the 50. This is White on the screen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Man open, Rice. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
They'll run with White. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Second down, Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Rivers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This will be, 38 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
first carry for the five-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Hoyer. It's caught outright by Graham. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Connor Barwin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Hoyer. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Connor Barwin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll start the drive with a give to White. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Dayton Jones makes the stop defensively.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Play fake, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this 1st half. Back to the booth right after this. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Play action now, Rivers. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least...
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jerry Rice, a 5-yard touchdown, and the Patriots add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Hoyer. Bryant with a catch right side. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Hoyer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got time. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the... Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down, Rivers. First look is incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Now a toss play. This is White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practice, they tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find it.
And this will be caught at the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust it...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Hargrave in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They go play action. Rivers. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. On play action, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Elway. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And McDonald here over the middle. Give him 18 on that one. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
All right, I'm I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw is Elway. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And now here's his, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. John Elway taking it in. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. This is White on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And now it's 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And that'll hit and kick out of bounds, they say, right at the 50-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
This one complete, right side to McDonald. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marvin Jones from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Here we go.
Now it's Elway. That's caught at the 2. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Vance McDonald from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Set. 380.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for Crabtree. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now a carry for White. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
He finds Hearns left side. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Good. Check 380.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. Finding time. Flush to his right. He makes now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
380.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Backing up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Good. 380.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hearns that time, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Serve it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knock the ball free. You're excited you're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. To return it, here's Tavon Young. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was...
There goes Allen Hurns. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Allen Hurns, 63 yards. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Oh, it's a fake. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football through an opening, and there he goes. 30. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Kendall Langford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Third and long for Rivers. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to try and go deep again. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. No matter the age, John Elway can still throw the deep ball, can't he?
I think he could be 900 years old and still throw the deep ball. That's one of the best attributes of his game. Had to be hard for him to check it down because he has so much confidence in his arm. And when he makes plays like that, you understand why.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Elway to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. John Elway taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing. Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Well, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goalpost. That's right. Before you drop the ball. There you go. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game. Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Here's White trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Hearns brings it in. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball? That's accurate, yeah. And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. He was trying to force it in there to Crabtree that time, and it's 3rd and 5. Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50, the ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there, who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away. He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down. Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Rivers. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it. And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles. And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they? Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to him. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more. It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive. And we'll see if they can do just that. Now it's Elway. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Elway. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
They go play action here on first down. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
It's a pickup of 21. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Oh, Elway's going to throw it. He finds Hearns left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd down and 4. Elway to throw again. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Shift the momentum.
No. Check. Patriot.
Again, it's Elway. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's 4th down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down, Elway. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.